An hour of comedy begins here on BBC One now. Tim Healy is the Scrooge of the holiday business, trying to spread a little festive spirit. Welcome to Heartburn Hotel.
Mr. Springer, I'm stuck. The lift keeps stopping between floors.
Hold your horses, Mrs. Musket. Hold your horses. Yeah, everything's just rush with you.
I'm going to strip the beds down and don't forget I finish at 12 today. All the jobs in the world and I get this one. Why can't I give you somewhere more glamorous? Like a sewage farm.
Who put super glue in her mascara?
Good morning to you, Mr. Springer.
What are you two so happy about?
It is Christmas Day, Mr. Springer.
Oh, if you're looking for preferential treatment, you can think again. I don't believe in all this Christmas rubbish.
Don't believe in parting with money, more like. I mean, look at this place. You could have made an effort for once and bought some decorations, you penny-snappling little miser.
Oh, hey, that's rich coming from a Scotsman. I mean, let's face it, your average jock would rather lose a testicle than break into a 10-pence piece.
I'm not rising to it, Harry. A ray of sunshine's peeking through the black cloud, hovering over that speck of misery, otherwise known as my life. And I'm not letting some stunted little quarter-wit like you empty his bladder over it.
Ah, you're meeting that colleague of yours later, aren't you, eh? Elaine. That's why you're so chirpy. God knows why. You've been seeing her for months. You haven't even taken your train through the tunnel.
What do you mean? I haven't taken my train through the tunnel. As I recall, it's some time since you last had a woman.
Don't be ridiculous. Just because I don't brag about them doesn't mean I haven't had any. Once a swordsman, always a swordsman.
For a swordsman, you don't get to flash your rapier much, do you?
Good morning to the day, and next my goal.
Oh, here we go.
Merry Christmas, Douglas. And to you, stout innkeeper.
Merry Christmas, Horton. How was the show last night?
A success deluxe, my dear boy. Horton Quince at the very height of his vaudevillian powers.
Don't give us all that lovely crap, man. You're doing a 5-minute turn at a Sproggs panto.
None in slug features.
Don't you start again.
Good morning, Maxwell.
Here, what's the idea? Leaving me alone with Jabba the up there? The Olympic Hotel? What a joke. The only thing Olympic about this carsy is that midget's gold medal for meanness.
Wholesome apologies, but the vino flowed a tad too freely in the wee hours, I'm afraid.
You were rat-arsed, you mean? Why not just say it?
The dummy's right. Why don't you try talking normal for a change?
Who are you calling a dummy? Or to give the Teletubby a slap?
Yea, though I perform a pantomime of trivia, my tongue yet thrills to the language of beauty, the lyricism of Homer, the pentameter of Shakespeare, the metaphor of Rambo. Now, pray pardon, but the urge for sugar puffs is upon me.
The urge to give Horton bloody Quince a good kicking's upon me.
Does the same go for his daughter? You were sniffing around her like Michael Douglas on Viagra when she first arrived. Till she gave me the elbow, that is.
She did not give me the elbow. Beatrice isn't my type.
Aye, her brain cells run to more than single figures.
Yes, later.
What is your problem this morning?
Oh, man, it's all this Christmas rubbish, man. Religious festival, it's just one big rip-off. Hey, I was down the supermarket the other day. You'll not believe what the gift wrapping now, man. Sanitary towels. Sanitary towels! Trying to be selling mistletoe-flavoured condoms next.
What do you want to be buying sanitary towels for? You're not on the turn, are you?
Hey, there was one idiot down the market trying to flog swimming trunks with reindeers on them. Swimming trunks this time of year. You'd have more chance selling Arbor-Select to polar bears.
Yes.
Oh, here, Douglas, this is for you. Merry Christmas.
Look, Harry, I didn't get anything for you.
Douglas, I don't just give to receive. Open it.
This is a bill for my hotel room.
Merry Christmas. Hey, I've got the tickets for the New Year's Eve do at the Legion.
Don't make any plans for me. I'm going round to Elaine's tonight, and if things work out, we might be going over for New Year's Eve to her friend's hotel.
What, we've celebrated New Year's Eve together for 30 years? You can't just go... Hey, this girlfriend of yours, is she single, is she?
Forget it, Harry. Sue's married, and before you start, her eyes are in full working order as well.
I can't believe you'd kick 30 years of tradition into touch for some bint. Hey, hang on, how about bringing her and her friends round here? New Year's Eve and I'll cook for us.
Harry, when Elaine and I form a suicide pact, you'll be the first to know. And she is not a bint.
Why do you not want me to meet her? Has she got a bolt through her neck or something? Are you just frightened that she might like me?
Harry, Elaine prefers the more intelligent kind of man.
All like you mean? A bankrupt school teacher, a member of Gamblers Anonymous. What intelligent subjects do you discuss with her? The losers and closers at Epsom, the Newmarket.
I've only been up for 5 minutes and you're already making my tits ache.
I'm just concerned about you, dear friend, that's all. You know how nervy you get when you get one of your crushes on a torch? I mean, hey, those old feet of yours are going to start sweating up again, aren't they? I mean... what if she decides to give her mattress a 10-year road test? You'll be oozing all over the sheets, they will. I mean, what's a poor lass going to feel like when she jumps into a slumberland posturepedic, finds herself in the middle of a paddling pool?
Actually, sad scalp, Elaine and I are very comfortable with each other.
Yeah, you two aren't getting serious or something, are you?
Who knows, Harry? Who knows?
There is a dreadful hell and everlasting pains where sinners must dwell amidst fire and chains. And the really unlucky ones end up staying here.
You're really annoying with that lovey routine of yours. You're doing sterling work, Horton.
Hated by fools and fools to hate.
Is Beatrice not joining us?
She'll be down soon. She has a lot on her mind right now. She's involved in a bit of a stormy relationship. A waster called Charlie. Doesn't like her working away, you see. Terribly possessive. Homicidally so. Acts like a psycho if she so much as says hello to anyone.
Would you like some Cocoa Puffs, Maxwell?
There's more out than in, you know.
Bakers care in the community, Maxwell. I mean, Horton should be getting treatment somewhere. But Thatcher's Tories, in their infinite and compassionate wisdom, have placed him in the care of Dr. Harry Springer of Smethwick.
That's like telling your sick chicken to be treated by Colonel Sanders.
Thanks for the offer, mate, but I'll have to pass because of my stomach problem. I haven't got one.
Oh, you could hang your stocking on my bedpost any time, Pratt.
Happy Christmas, Uncle Harry! Oh, don't you just love this time of year? The presents, the games, the decorations. Well, presents and the games, anyway. It's a brilliant game me and the lads of the Model Train Club play. You all sit in a circle with a number and someone holds a jug of Ribena. No, I tell a lie, it's a potted plant. The jug of Ribena goes in the centre. Then someone nominates a number. Or did he throw a dice? Anyway...
Simon! Just give the boring bastard's guide to Yuletide a rest, will you?
I'm just trying to be a bit festive. Anyway, here you are, Uncle Harry.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Open it. It's your Christmas present. I wanted to thank you for letting me stay after my Sandra chucked me out.
Oh, Simon, man. Nobody's ever given me a present for years, man. Oh.
Nice, aren't they? Now, by the way, the man at the market said these swimming trunks are to be dry cleaned only.
Simon, Merry Christmas.
Hello, Beatrice. Season's best.
This is for you.
Huh?
I really appreciate your support and advice, you know, with Charlie and that. And, well, we've not known each other long, but you've been a real friend. Well, aren't you going to open it?
No. Oh!
It's an alarm clock, too. Well, maybe the batteries aren't in properly. Leave it there, I'll have a look at it later. Come on, let's have breakfast.
poor, pathetic prat would want a thing like that.
Well, I'll give you one guess.
What made you buy it, Gaffer?
Hey, you think they're enough? Have a look at these.
Hey, Scout, what sad son would wear those?
Get your boozy fingers up the Morgan. I might not be into all this Christmas trade. These trunks couldn't mean more to me if they were made of gold.
Aye, you're right, Gaffer. I apologise. Oh,
leave it out, don't.
Five. Who has 5?
I have 7.
Wait your turn. I've got 5.
But there are only 6 numbers on the dice. How will my husband get his turn?
Yeah, well, what happens to those with a number higher than 6?
Now, Baker, you promise not to be silly if I let you play.
What does happen, then?
Well, it's obvious. How about if we throw the dice twice?
Christmas Day and I'm stuck in a novel playing Follow the Anorak with a bloody train spotter.
Maxwell? I mean, Dad, don't be so rude.
Maxwell's right. This is crap.
Just give it a chance. Right, now, I turn away, close my eyes, and I give one of the code words. I choose... Let me think. I choose... Buzz. Stop buzzing. Now. All right, Uncle Harry. Just playing a... Thought you were going to the British Legion for a drink.
I've got nobody to go with. I'm not in the mood now. Suppose Dougie's gone off with Elaine, has he?
Yes, left a little while back. Have you met her, Uncle Harry?
He won't let me meet her, man. He's frightened I might take her off him.
Yes, but Dougie says Elaine's an intelligent woman.
I invited her around here and he refused. Come to something now when your oldest pal's ashamed of you. I mean, me and him would be through hell and high water together. Wouldn't seem right if he wasn't around and he...
Actually, speaking of women, I want to ask your advice. It's Beatrice. I think she fancies me. She seems a romantic type of girl, so I thought I might buy her some roses and ask her out to the cinema.
Use your brain, man. You don't want to lash out on chocolates on a first date. Take it from a seasoned campaigner attuned to the romantic nature of your average boiler, right? Just wait till all Quince is out the way, take her upstairs and just... It's a game this place would pour the arse of a woodlouse. Get your coat on, I'm taking you down the Legion for a drink.
Oh.
Yes, that's how low I've sunk. Go on, hurry up.
Oh, whoops. Oh.
Oh, no, hey, that was a mistake, son. You see, Morgan spilled his drink and...
I knew you were insensitive, but this takes the biscuit. You can go to the Legion on your own for all I care. I'm going to make a hot bovril, and don't you try and stop me.
Well, you don't understand, son. Hey, when it comes to people's feelings, I'm as sensitive as the next man.
Will the emergency lift engineer be long, Mr. Springer? Mr. Springer?
That's Christmas and Boxing Day done and dusted for another year right there. Next up, New Year's Eve. Let's party!
Heed my words. There is but one true God. All other ways are the ways of the heathen.
Baker, I know you are being by way of a nutcase, but I will not be referred to as a heathen.
For I was envious of the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
Just give this evangelical crap a rest, will you, Baker?
آره برس ام خواردنی تو کی ده برسیمه ده ببرم بناو شهر هاوریکم ببینه.
Exactly, couldn't put up with myself. Yes, me and you's on the same wavelength, kidder. Nice lad, that. Easy to talk to.
Sling her up, you bilious little penguin.
Deborah, the bacon and eggs are done to a turn. You get in there, serve them up. I'm going to wait for the papers. They're late again.
You didn't use the eggs from the back of the fridge, did you? They were a week past the sell-by days.
Deborah. I was trained by Her Majesty's Army Catering Corps to the highest standards of culinary hygiene. That's how I know sell-by dates mean nothing. Besides, this bunch of no-hopers won't even know the difference.
Really?
Pig. Baby's fat boy!
Yeah, Foxy Sprung!
And I looked up and I saw menace trees walking.
Aye, Took the words right out of my mouth. Who does he think he is today? Some religious leader?
No, Ian Paisley. I've already had the great sodden Maxwell at me again taking the piss. One more word out of him and I'll have him.
Maxwell is a dummy, Harry.
It doesn't stop him mouthing off, though, does it? And that ventriloquist no better. What you all done up like a golfer's pimp for?
A golfer's pimp? Tread carefully, Harry. This is Elaine's Christmas gift to me.
Oh, Christmas jumper. That's original. I bet the Oxfam shop are glad to get that off their hands.
Not just a jumper. She gave me the shirt as well.
Ooh, shirt too.
And the trousers and the shoes and count them, 2 bottles of the finest malt whiskey.
Oh, well, all I can say is she must have more flexible friends than sense.
Harry, is the fact that I'm spending New Year's Eve with an attractive woman while you're alone here in this doss house having the piss ripped out of you by a dummy bothering you?
Alone? Me? I'll have loads of companions. That's right, companions. In fact, I'm going to throw a party.
A party? Oh!
That's made you think now, hasn't it, eh? Deborah, keep a sharp eye on our born-again headbanger there. He's already eaten 2 bars of soap this morning.
Anything to avoid one of your fry-ups, eh?
Oh, hang on, Douglas. This came for you. It's just another final demand from Ladbrokes.
How do you know it's a final demand? What have I told you about opening my mail? Jeez. That irritating biff would make a nun take a vow of violence.
Little corporal getting at you, is he?
Aye.
Regard, well-apparelled April on the heel of limping winter treads.
That's in a world of his own, man. When are you going to learn, eh? I mean, you've already had your flat repossessed because of gambling. I mean, most people put their hand in the fire, they learn not to do it again. You go back, you put your balls in, too.
Forsake not an old friend.
Bugger off, Baker. Oh, hey, it's a game, and I get rid of the nutter and 2 alkies take his place. Right, listen up, everybody. I'm going to throw a New Year's Eve party, New Year's Eve, for all my guests.
How much is that going to cost the poor sods?
So I want it to be a night to remember, so I am open to any suggestions.
How about a free bar?
Mr. and Mrs. Chandra Singh, have you any ideas?
Husband, do you remember back home in Ranjipur when we used to welcome in the new year with a barbecue? The Pakka Sahibs and us all used to donate a goat each. We would put unwanted furniture into a pile, set it alight and roast the mutton.
Oh, I like that, Mrs. Chandra Singh. Hey, we've struck gold here, Dougie. Tell you what, you nip down the precinct, round up a flock of goats, and I'll torch the hotel. There's nobody got any sensible ideas.
How about a games evening? I could nip round to my Sandra's and get me board games from the loft. Loads of them. Monopoly, Totopoly, Cluedo. I'm not promising, so don't get carried away. But I think there might even be a twister up there.
How much old furniture would we need, Pat?
Anybody seen Morgan?
No, Scouse. Last time I saw him was with you in the Fatima Wick brick grill, finishing off one of Uncle Harry's fry-ups.
I've searched all over. I can't find him anywhere.
Your quest is at an end, Scouse.
This is appalling. Mr. Springer, something must be done about Morgan.
And what has to be done about Morgan, eh?
What did I tell you about those eggs in the back of the fridge? Nice cup of cocoa and a few fig rolls might enhance the enjoyment of your book. Oh, pink triangle and yellow thingamy-bob. It's one of my favourites, that.
Harry, last time you read a book, it came complete with play bricks.
No, I'm just being hospitable, that's all.
Oh, well, in that case, that's very kind of you. See you in the morning. Was there something else?
Well, I've been thinking, dear friend, about my New Year's Eve bash. It's going to be a storming night. Quince and Beatrice have even agreed to do a turn after the show in return for a few drinks, and I was wondering if you'd reconsider and come along with your Elaine.
What, for you to ruin it for me?
Douglas, man, we'll have a few drinks, a few laughs, and I'll get to know your tart. I mean...
Dream on, pal.
Douglas, man, I can't believe you're going to leave me on my own New Year's Eve with a bunch of nutters, alkies and train spotters. Simon wants to play charades.
I don't care if he wants to stick his todger in the Hoover and pretend to be the 720 from Houston. I'm not coming. And don't try and make me feel guilty either. It won't work this time. Read my lips, Harry. It won't work.
Down at the old bullet bush, he's better this can't.
Would you like a complimentary sherry, ladies?
Drink some hot wine with me.
May I say how lovely you're both looking? Sign there, pal.
Yeah, the little German.
I thought the sherry was complimentary.
I told them how nice they looked, didn't I? And hey, taking the price of your ticket out of next week's gyro.
English bastard.
Sick of the sight of him in this scrape. The bedbugs have got a better social life than me. Double bloody time he promised me, and double bloody time he's going to pat. Oh, dear.
Sorry about that, Elaine.
Dougie, you came.
Elaine, this is Simon.
Nice to meet you, Simon.
Likewise, Elaine. Ooh, I bet you like playing games, don't you?
Pardon?
He means board games, Elaine.
I'll just get some food.
I shouldn't have dragged you away from Suze. It's just... I don't know how the Biff does it, but he always manages to make me feel disloyal somehow.
Dougie, it's fine, really. Harry is your oldest friend. It's only natural to feel bad about leaving him on his own New Year's Eve.
Come on, then. Time to meet Swamp Thing.
The old bullet bush, boy, right.
A proxy act for a proxy night. Oh, Douglas, you came. You must be Elaine. Oh, I've heard all about you.
Really? Have you been talking about me, Dougie?
Only in the most complimentary terms. And speaking of complimentary, would you like a sherry?
Thank you, Harry.
That's very decent of you, Gaffer.
Nice one.
Rascals, eh? Yeah. Oh, yes, that reminds me, I better go and check my turkey drumsticks.
Oh, hello, Beatrice. Startled me. By the way, thank you for inviting me to the show tonight.
Why didn't you come backstage to see me? You're so shy and unassuming. If only all men were like you. I rang Charlie today, Simon. I took your advice and said it was all over between us. Anyway, what did you think of the show?
That was fantastic. Not had so much fun since my Sandra wangled tickets to Dudley Civic Centre for an evening with Alan Titchmarsh.
Good.
Left you on your own, has he, Elaine? Oh, if I was him, I wouldn't let you out of my sight for a second.
That's very gallant, Harry.
Bit slow with the drinks, aren't you, Porky?
Actually, I'm glad we finally met. I thought you were just a figment of Dougie's imagination. Now I know differently.
Yes, it's taken me a while to introduce us, hasn't it? Eh? I mean, I was beginning to think you might be a bit of an old dog or something. It's a deal, man. Aye, you've been going out with each other for a while now, haven't you?
Yes. Dougie's a very dear man. I'm extremely fond of him.
Well, you've got so much in common. Painters, writers, animals.
Animals?
Well, I was thinking of more horses and greyhounds, you know, to be specific.
Horses and... Are you saying that Dougie's a gambling man?
You mean he hasn't told you? Oh, me and my big mouth. Hey, don't get me wrong. Since the bank repossessed his flat, he's really tried to fight his addiction.
He's had his home repossessed.
Hey, don't be too harsh on him now, you know. He's trying to put together the remnants of his shattered life. He's even joined Gamblers Anonymous. The bank manager's very impressed. He says he might give him a new current account in a few years' time. Oh, Douglas, I'm just going to check my buffet.
What was all that about?
Oh, we've just been having a very interesting conversation. He told me about how much you loved art, literature, gambling, that sort of thing. Why didn't you say, Dougie? Am I really so unsympathetic?
I'm sorry, Elaine. I was going to tell you. Might have known that gobby-mouthed little bastard.
Dougie, it doesn't matter. I know now. Don't be too hard on Harry. Actually, I think it's rather touching. He's just scared of losing you.
What?
Can't you see? Terrified of being left on his own. Dougie, your friend is a very lonely man.
You'll find another one just down the...
Charlie!
Packed a punch, didn't she?
Oh. You didn't expect me to hit a woman, did you?
Could have been difficult, Harry, considering she just knocked you out.
Quickly, Dougie, it's midnight.
Should old acquaintance be...
Old lags ain't some bloody joke.
For the sake of old lang syne, for
Dougie! Simon!
old lang syne, my dear.
Bollocks!
Take a cup of kindness yet, for the sake of old lang
Tim Healy's open for business again with Heartburn Hotel next year here on BBC One. And Christmas cheer in sickness and in health as only Alf Garnett can next.